Hello. Streaming again so soon? Well, it's because of Final Fantasy XIV has the Little Ladies Day event for 2025. I think this quest is about 25 minutes long from the estimations I have seen of it. But yeah, hello, Prisma, and anyone else out there lurking currently. It's a Final Fantasy XIV stream. Good sleep aid if you need if you need to fall asleep. I pretty much do these out of obligation. That I don't know. I feel guilty if I just do it off stream, because what if the story is really good? The stories are never really anything to like, oh my god, I gotta record this, but it's still a nice little exclusive yearly experience for each of the events that I like to, you know, I like to stream them and share them. It gives me an excuse to play Final Fantasy XIV on stream, which is big patches and small events. I don't know if that'll ever change in the future. I feel like people don't ever really want to watch Final Fantasy XIV too much, but that's just from my perspective. I could do the selfish thing and stream Final Fantasy XIV all the time if I want my viewers to hate me. Wow, Rick's gonna play a cool Scrimblow game, I bet. Nope, he's playing Final Fantasy XIV again. Alright, bye Rick, see you next stream. What's he playing this time? He's playing Final Fantasy XIV again. Streamer traps, as they call them, doing the same thing over and over again. Makes most people tired. There's not really... Unless you're doing a journey from beginning to start in Final Fantasy XIV on stream, I don't think people are too interested in watching. There's that big streamer boom that happened a long time ago, where everyone was using Final Fantasy XIV as a content farm because Blizzard was imploding, and everyone was quitting World of Warcraft and looking for alternatives, and as per usual, everything blew over, everyone forgot about it, everyone went back to World of Warcraft. I think Final Fantasy XIV subscriber numbers right now are pretty much at a low peak, but it is the dead period of a patch. We have the Moogle Tome event going on, and so that means no one's subscribed right now, but 7.2 is right around the corner, so we will be having a pretty lengthy Final Fantasy XIV stream in the future when the next patch drops. And, well, they salvaged the story, because from what I've heard, a lot of people are not really happy with the story of Dawntrail. And I can understand. There were things about the expansion that I loved and things that I did not like. But, I don't know. I spoke about this last stream, but I'm kind of the person that, when it comes to MMOs, I don't really have too much of a nostalgia for previous expansions. I'm always looking forward to the future in MMOs, but that's also kind of bad, because when things obviously start going downhill, it's kind of sunken cost fallacy. Also, first-time players and the solo only is on my feed. First-time players and solo only is on my feed. What do you mean? What do you mean? Huh? First-time players and solo only is on my feed. I don't get what that means. Did my stream like tag as something? Is Twitch doing something new that I don't know about? When are they not doing something weird and alienating for their entire user base? I sure hope Twitch doesn't crash and burn pretty soon, and they just close the website down and force us all to stream on YouTube. Streaming on YouTube fucking sucks. There's a guy named Caffeinated Dad who's going through all the expansions for the first time. Oh, okay. I don't know what the Final Fantasy XIV category looks like on Twitch. Are people even playing the games? Well, of course people gotta be playing it, but I don't know. I think the hype for the expansion has come and gone, and it's only gonna be short waves from here on out for major patches. I don't know what the streamerscape for Final Fantasy XIV looks like right now, but I know anyone that religiously streams MMOs lives in a moldy ass house with a trash can next to them that they vomit into all the time, and they have rotting moldy food all over their desk and cans all over the floor, and you know, that's the kind of impression that most MMO streamers give people. And then when their MMO of choice is no longer relevant and they have to find something new to do because they're a one-trick pony, they will just be a React Andy and watch YouTube videos and react to things and talk about politics and just be absolutely unentertaining from my personal point of view. But I guess that works for them because they're pulling giant numbers and I am not. But I'd rather do something that's fun and that I like and that is not misery porn. I'm so sick and tired of everyone around me consuming misery porn. That goes with that goes for have you ever, like, your family is just constantly watching the news and it's like, turn that off, please. Go watch some, like, good media. Go watch something that makes you feel happy, inspired. Do something other than watch the news, please. Hello, Dubious. No, solo only by Wrath, playing through all the expansions by themselves. No party finder, no trust. How the fuck did I do that? You kinda... Well, I guess maybe a paladin or a warrior could technically maybe do it, but... Single pulling mobs... and just dying over and over, But wouldn't the timer for dungeons eventually kick them out if they took too long? I know there's party wipes that the tanks are able to just completely sustain themselves and do it, but I guess it's a weird challenge run that someone is doing. Hello, Ema. Let's head on inside. It's a little bit more comfier. It's getting pretty soggy outside. What was I saying? Oh yeah, everyone just loves to consume fuss and misery lately. You look on the internet, everyone's miserable. You look around in real life, everyone's miserable. I don't know, it's pretty not good advice. Is just do things that make you happy, I guess. Because some people just want to be miserable all the time. I'm probably not one to speak on this kind of subject because I like to escape into fantasy worlds. I like to play VR chat. I like to play Final Fantasy XIV. I like to play video games. I like to get immersed in things, and I like to ignore the world around me constantly burning down. Yeah. Hopefully things get better later on in the year. Who knows? Who knows? Family stuff right now isn't going too well. I have a grandparent who's not holding up so well right now, and so that's having some devastating effects on my mother. And things feel chaotic and in disarray, and it's, I don't know, I was like hopeful that maybe 2025 would be a good year, but off to a very lousy start. We're already in March, and it doesn't feel like it's gotten any better. My personal life so far is just very boring, and nothing's going on. I haven't really been talking to anyone or hanging out with people. Winter is almost just about over. Like, what, after March, kind of, that's the sign that spring is about to start. It barely even rained this winter here. Well, of course, it's raining all the time at this house, but, you know, in the outside world, when I have to leave this house to go get groceries and do a little shitty job, there's no rain. It's just constant sunshine. Thankfully, I live in this old cursed forest, in this old cursed house that maybe is a curse I placed on it, that it rains 24/7 to keep everyone away from me. At least the weather is kind of a nice, cool breeze. It's not insufferably hot. I'm not looking forward to summer. Never looking forward to summer because of the heat waves that happen. But yeah, sorry for beginning the stream with a little bit of misery and ranting, and I guess maybe cope. Whatever it is, this is how life currently is, and it's just not... I wish it were better. I wish I had things to do. And I do have things to do. Like, I'm a streamer, I could just stream at any time. But even then, I'm always kind of a little bit afraid to stream if I see friends online doing their streams, because I'm like, oh, well, if they're streaming, then they're probably not gonna drop by my stream, or no one's gonna show up and watch, and then I get a little bit insecure, and then also, I don't know, I'm kind of like afraid of getting raids as well, which is anti-success in a way, a weird, like, I don't know, if I know my friends online and there's a potential that they could raid me, I'm gonna be like, no, new people's scary, I don't know. Everyone's always welcome to raid me. You just gotta catch me by surprise. I don't know. I want to make sure. I think another factor of it is just have to be streaming a good game. But when I was playing Splatoon 3 Splatfests and Final Fantasy 14 streams, and if someone raids into me, I feel like that's like when I'm at my worst, and I don't give a good impression about what my stream is like. And the games that I do want to play and showcase, no one raids. So I'm like, I'm giving too many people an impression that I play not good games and I don't have good taste in games and stuff. So that's what always kind of like the brain rot that I suffer through. But, you know, raids are just kind of a nice thing when they do happen, and I do appreciate them. I'm just really, really weird about things. First impression brain rot is, I don't make a good, strong first impression when I'm prepared for it, and I sure as hell don't make a good first impression when I'm not prepared for it. Was there anything else that I wanted to talk about? Pui Pui Molcar, Let's Molcar Party is over and done with. I learned all the Molcar facts. If you sat through those streams, thank you. I know it was a test of patience, but I'm a very patient person, and I think that is a part of my flaw. So speaking of MMOs, God, I love Ragnarok Online. This is the Payon music from Ragnarok Online. One of my favorite little cities to hang out in, and it had a really cool dungeon within it, Payon Cave, filled with undead and demons and monsters with an Asian flair to it. Because it's a cave where they sealed away all the demons and evil spirits. And when you're beginning in Ragnarok Online, and you want a really nice, easy level progression, Payon is a really good place to level, very beautiful area. And the cave is within the city itself, so you never really have to worry too much about doing supply runs because everything you need is right there, and there's not a whole lot of downtime traveling. The dungeon itself is 5 levels, and it's kind of like one of my favorite little dungeons in Ragnarok Online. Anytime I play on totally legit servers, the first place I go to level is often Payon Floor 1. Payon Cave, Floor 1, that is. Anyways, what other games do I have for you guys soon this month? I can't make any promises, but seeing Billy Hatcher on the TV, I think I'm gonna visit that this year, maybe sometime during April. I know we have March 10th coming up, so Mario Day is sneaking up on us, and I do have some plans for Mario Day. I'm gonna play one of the funniest Mario titles on Mario Day, I think. I guess a little bit of spoilers for anyone who's actually here and cares. What the Mario DDR game, was it Mario Super Mix or something? You can play that with a controller, you don't have to have the dance pad. It's kind of lame to do, but still, it's funny that a game like that ever happened, and that Nintendo commissioned a Mario DDR game. So yeah, I feel like that'll be a good Mario Day stream. And it won't be like a giant variety stream, as it usually is. I kinda peaked with the first Mario Day stream I ever did. Love that silly game, yeah. Strangely enough, I've never actually played it, so I've seen other people play it, but I myself never played it. And I feel really guilty over that, so I'm gonna remedy that this Mario Day. Also, right now is a really good time to be going to the store to get your limited edition Mario milk. Look for the March 10th expiration date on your milk jugs or bags or whatever country you live in and how they store their milk. You can list those things on eBay for $1,000, baby. That's the get-rich-quick scam. That's the life hack to make tons of money in this world. Just sell limited edition Mario milk. Anyways, what else was I talking about? I'm getting a little bit sidetracked, but I know these Final Fantasy XIV streams kind of go a little bit light, so I am taking this opportunity to just chat and say what I want to say. And I don't really have too much exciting things to say, as per usual, but once I get into the game and I start reading the story, it is kind of like hard to keep up with the well, I do take pauses to talk with chat if it does happen. But it basically becomes a just listen to me, read this dialogue, and do this thing, and then maybe interject every once in a while about something random. I know the last Final Fantasy XIV stream for an event, I did get a little bit too tangent-y during the middle of the quest and distracted, but that did feel like a little bit more of a natural stream, I guess. I don't know, I'm always just used to Final Fantasy XIV streams being just me and the quest, usually. I think about the YouTube channel too, and how every Final Fantasy XIV VOD is probably just the one thing no one ever wants to click on or watch. I don't know. YouTube's really hard to understand what people want out of it. I wonder how many people I've baited with my thumbnails into thinking that, oh, this is like gonna be a cool Let's Play channel, or probably it's gonna be a video game essay. The stream's like 3 hours. The video's like 3 hours long. This guy's gonna, and then it's just like,
hey everybody, it's me, Rickubus. I'm sad. I'm gonna play a video game. It's Scrimblow that only came out in Japan in 1998.
That's the stream. That's the stream. Me and my shitty ass microphone that I'm never happy with. Whoever designed the HyperX gaming microphone and this little piece of shit gain knob on the bottom, you are a truly evil human being. This is such dog shit design, and the connector for the microphone too is so iffy that sometimes even a small light tug or tap on the damn thing will disconnect everything, and I'll have to scramble to fix everything. I think that happened during Jumping Flash, and I went into panic mode because when that happens, when you're playing on the Super PS1, it'll just cut out all the sound, and you'll have to restart the Super PS1 all over again, and sometimes that's not feasible with certain games that you're playing, so luckily the power of the Super PS1 and save states managed to save me mid-run. Have I been drawing anything? I don't know if I've been... I can't remember what I've even shown on stream. I guess have this. One of my weird random bouts where I just want to do a little stylized doodle. Whoa. Calling myself an artist is always a tough thing to do on the internet because of all the fucking scam people out there that are looking to beg you for commissions and using their shitty bots to shill stuff. So calling myself an artist and reminding people that I'm an artist kind of like feels like a double-edged blade where the Voodoo Vince, yeah. I want to play that game one day. It's got a bitchin' soundtrack. Even when I hit go live, and if I include the word stream or now live, I often just, the first people to like the post are basically fucking those bots and those, I'm an artist for Twitch channels, hire me. I draw emotes, I draw things, it's like, fuck off. Fuck off. Speak with your work. I don't know, I hate people that self-advertise too much and are very, very aggressive and pushy with it. The best artists in life, I firmly believe, are the ones that don't beg other people. People notice quality, and they want to go for the quality, and they want to hire those people. Unfortunately, if anyone likes my art, I don't do commissions. I have self-esteem issues. I don't think my work has any value to it. And if I'm gonna do a commission for someone ever again, like, I'm gonna sink so many hours into it that it's gonna be not worth it for me in the long run. I'm a very slow artist, a very slow drawer. I know I had a... Oh yeah, the Sayako brain rot is a thing that has existed too. Pretty soon, this year's the year that Sayako Giantess Dating Sim is going to be coming out. sometime in the first half of 2025, so I very much look forward to it. The day that that game drops, I will be doing my stream of it from beginning to end. I hear it's like gonna be aiming for 4 hours total, for at least a single playthrough, not accounting for going for all the different endings maybe. So if you want to see the most awkward stream that I've ever done in my entire life, that wasn't the Vorday streams or any other streams that I've ever done, stay tuned for Sayako, Giantess Datings. Everyone showed up for the demo. I knew that was one of those very few streams that I'll never be able to live it down. Anyways, what else? There's not really anything else to say. So, perfect time to jump into Final Fantasy XIV for the Little Ladies Day event. See you guys in just a moment. Whoa, oh my god. I didn't make any preparations that I usually make. Hide that, don't need that up. So I am already here. But I'm not on Balmung. Oh my god, is that Sailor Moon? Yeah, I'm already here. I'm not on Balmung because if you know Balmung, this is ERP Central, Olda. My PC would be, I want to say not struggling to breathe, because every time you move forward just a few feet, 100 new people load in, and that's gonna be absolute chaos to do any event that takes place in Olda. So I swapped over to a Goblin server, so that I get a nice big empty Olda, and I don't have to worry about people pollution and being around too many freaks. Nah, I'm a freak myself. Yeah, just like not the kind of freak that ERPs. It's like being in close proximity to a zoo and you have free admission to go at any time. But often these days, I just kind of avoid Olda because, I don't know, the novelty of it has kind of worn off. You just go to Olda and you're like, oh yeah, all these people are modding their game to look like weird big titty monsters, and I don't really... I'm like, man, that kind of sucks all the fun out of it. People aren't even using their imagination anymore. They're just installing mods to do everything, and the people that you're seeing, they don't even look like how they look like on my end. They're gonna look completely different in their client, and that kind of sucks some of the joy out of Final Fantasy XIV for me. Because, I don't know. I feel like RPGs are supposed to be more of a imaginative experience, and people are supposed to resonate with the characters that they play with and form kind of like a new online self-identity with it. There's like a really old book I saw in a store a long time ago that I thought was really cute. It was basically just screen caps of people and their MMO characters. So you would see World of Warcraft characters, you'd see MapleStory characters, Final Fantasy XI characters, any characters that they had an online presence in a different like meta world. And like, meta isn't the Facebook VR thing. It's metaverses have always existed. That's basically what an MMO is. When you're not living in Meat Realm, get your pussy out of my camera. When you're not living in the Meat Realm, it's like having another identity when you go home and hop on your computer And you're like, yeah, that's me. That's the digital me, or a different reflection of me. And kind of like with Final Fantasy XIV's entire theme of kind of being splintered apart and being a different reflection across different universes, kind of. It's kind of appropriate that your little MMO avatar is kind of a different extension of yourself. In World of Warcraft, I was a zombie. In Ragnarok Online, I was well, you can only really be a human in Ragnarok Online, unless something has changed in Modern, but I don't play Modern. In Final Fantasy XIV, I'm just this little bastard. I'm a Lalafell. It's like, you know what? I want to be cute for once. And when there's a woman on the screen, she's like twice or 3 times my height. That's alright, that's great. But man, speaking of Little Ladies Day, the ladies are too little. I can't see them. A princely persona. The Royal Seneschal is planning something new for Little Ladies Day. Ah, Rickubus, how wonderful to have such a reliable helper on hand. As you've no doubt noticed, the Little Ladies' Day festivities are upon us once more. By the way, I must ask, you know the Songbirds, do you not? How silly of me, of course you do. That trio of princess-styled entertainers were relative unknowns when they first took the stage, but they've since become a Little Ladies' Day staple. Now we hope to introduce another such sensation, but this time the singer will be butler-themed. I've titled this new act the Seneschal Prince, a royal among servants, and loyal servant to his princess. Because yeah, that is a central theme of Little Ladies' Day. I saw some people complaining online that this event was very male-focused, despite it being Little Ladies' Day, but I'm like, no, it's always been the princess and the seneschal, or however the hell you pronounce whatever that is. So it's I don't think it's like the first time we've ever got an outfit that was more for male characters too, because we did get the butler outfit. Well, I wasn't playing the game when the butler outfit officially happened, sadly. The prince in question is scheduled to debut in the upcoming festival performance. I think the butler uniform was Little Ladies' Day, or was it a Valentine's Day? Maybe it was a Valentine, I don't know. The prince in question is scheduled to debut in the upcoming festival performance, but 'twould seem our chosen star is yet to return from picking up his costume. Though there is ample time ere the show begins, his prolonged absence is a source of concern, to say the least, if only I were not so preoccupied with preparations. Would you mind looking in on him for me? Picot is his name, and he was meant to be speaking with a designer at XIV's Aesthetics. Man, I'm going like, oh wait, no, there's one of these over here. You know, I could like hide this too. We don't need to see any of that. I don't even know why I still have the XP bar on. I've maxed out all my classes. I have nothing to do. As with every Final Fantasy XIV event stream, nothing exciting really happens because there's no combat in these. All the quests are basically done to be a little short contained story exclusive to the year that it happens. The event is always the same, but the little story associated with it is always different. And that's like a really nice thing, in my opinion, but it's also sad if you miss them, which is why I like recording these streams and at least streaming it and sharing them, I guess. Because it's like cataloging all my little experiences with the events, but it's such a shame that I've missed out on doing that with so many good events. And the events these days feel a little bit more pulled back. Like they're not doing anything too crazy anymore. I kind of wish they'd have some more seasonal events that had combat, or at least like silly, goofy fates everyone could participate in. Have they done one recently? I can't really remember. It has to shine with a sharp, frozen brilliance, like a blizzard slicing through the darkest night. And it should dazzle like a searing flame, threatening to burn your fingers at the merest touch. Doesn't that sound amazing? Wait, which do you want? A freezing blizzard or a burning flame? He wants a cold flame. He's like one of those people online that, I'm Cold Flame, the Edgelord. Oh, maybe you can help. How can we create a silvery costume that melts into chaotic darkness? Should I give up on the shiny element? Rickubus, how lovely to see you, darling. Why, we haven't spoken since you helped me snatch a victory in the walk-off. What brings you to S-Times? Here at the Royal Seneschal's bidding, you say? Well, I could certainly use some guidance with this costuming conundrum. The costume itself is largely complete. I simply wanted to add the finishing flair in accordance with the princess's wishes. But I'm struggling to envision the image he's trying to convey. Well, there are just too many dimensions to looking dashing. How can one narrow the options down to a single idea? Have you heard about VTubers? Forgive me, darling, but I have other projects to attend to. Would you mind coming back once you've helped the lad decide on a more definitive direction? I think she was from a previous year's Little Lady Day event. I honestly can't remember what happened last year. I know it was like fan dance, I think. It was, I don't know. That's why it's nice to have a backup of these streams, and if I ever want to go see, oh, what was that year like again? It's there. Though it's awkward and kind of weird to watch myself. I don't like doing it. That's why sometimes it takes a while to get the VODs out when I need to go timestamp them, because I'm like, ugh, I gotta listen to myself. Ugh, I gotta watch myself. Ew. This is not going well. I couldn't ask for a better opportunity, and here I am, ruining my own debut. He's like one of those fucking VTubers on Twitter that is gone an entire year with pre-debut in their username, and they're nowhere near ever debuting. They never do debut. They're just a fucking VTweeter parading around as a VTuber. You know, further poisoning the well of being a VTuber and giving people the impression that having VTuber in your username just... It's just a rug pull and that you're not a real VTuber. I don't know, I have a lot of, like, complicated feelings about people being grifters and kind of diluting things that I think are interesting. We all know here that I don't like normies. It was Rickubus, yes. I'm sorry to drag you into this dilemma of mine. Of all those who auditioned, they chose me to be the Seneschal Prince. My job is now to become a star performer, and creating a dashing and princely persona seems the best way to achieve that. So I did my research into the subject, delving into books about the most gallant individuals, how they act, how they dressed, that sort of thing. But when I tried to explain, it all came out a jumbled mess. What makes the Seneschal Prince a prince among seneschals? Come to think of it, what exactly is a seneschal anyways? Dictionary, seneschal. Seneschal. Historical, the steward or major domo of a medieval great house. A governor or administrator or judicial officer. The word seneschal can have several different meanings, all of which reflect certain types of supervising or administering in historic context. Okay, thank you, Google. Back to the game. What makes a seneschal prince a prince? Yeah, we read that. An unobtrusive servant who anticipated his master's need, a person of impeccably proper manners. Perhaps you should have researched that instead. I see. Then my fixation on being dashing was entirely the wrong approach. But at least now one thing is clear. I must learn the ways of the Seneschal, if I am to be the best Seneschal Prince I can be. You seem a knowledgeable sort. Left to my own devices, I fear wasting time on the wrong thing again. Will you help me with my research? Huzzah! Then first thing I say we speak with a wide variety of townsfolk, and learn what the general public expects of a Seneschal. Let's split up, that we might gather as many opinions as possible. I'll leave the steps of Thal to you, and we can meet at the Gold Court afterwards. Gotta get this boy looking like a e-boy VTuber. You know how VTubing is generally kind of a Japanese idol thing? In that if you don't fall within the category of, like, I guess like the typecasting of it, you're kind of going to have a little bit of a harder time. This entire event is kind of become a idol-centric event in a way. They've been around a lot of Sanrio Fest stuff too. That's happening in VR chat. Sanrio V Fest. And Sanrio is like a company that occasionally like I kind of look into and study. And they do have you know, you see the male side of things and like how they appeal to Fujoshi women. They'll take the small cute characters and they'll turn them into sexy anime pretty boys. And I'm like, god damn. So that's how you appeal to women as a VTuber. I'm doing it all wrong, as you can see. I'm like, I'm this weird fucking creature. I ain't putting on any pretty boy act. I'm disgusting. God, get your ass out of my face, please. A Seneschal? Why, of course, yes. Why, yes, of course. I have one in my employ. The accomplished one foresees what must be done and act without need for instruction. Those who stand around waiting for orders have no business taking the position. Hey, you're so used to, like, when it comes to anime stuff, and fan appeal and fan service, you see a lot of games that are targeting men with sexy women, but then there's like an entire world that still feels a little invisible, where it's like games that are made to appeal to women. And I think that's like interesting, but then it just also reminds me I'm not exactly the kind of thing that women would want. That word ever puts me in mind of the first royal seneschal himself, Sultan Baldric. It's said that every year one girl was chosen from the townspeople by lot, and he would attend that lucky lass as her personal servant for the entire day. The festival is no longer about choosing a single princess, of course, but how I still daydream about having a tentative seneschal at my beck and call. As a child, whenever Little Ladies' Day came around, I would always hold out hope that this would be the year I was chosen. Aww. I'd rather taken with Sultan Baldric Seneschal for a day idea. Having someone devoted to your needs alone is like a dream come true, don't you agree? Someone needs to fix this poor lady's pipes. I like the little decorations that they put up for this holiday. They hide little tiny birds everywhere too, and tell little stories with the little tiny birds. You'll see some right there. You see the dongo laying around as well. You see more little tiny birds. Green bird looking at the dongo. And the raining cherry blossoms are really nice as well. My impressions of a seneschal, well, they strike me as people who excel at preparations. Performing tasks to a demanding lord or lady's satisfaction hinges upon their ability to think ahead, to plan events to perfection. My work as a server at the Quicksand is similar in some respects. We have a special little Ladies' Day menu on offer this year, and I have everything memorized, the ingredients, the presentation, the flavors, down to the smallest detail. Everything from the main course to the beverages and desserts will be perfect. Above and beyond one's prescribed duties, a server's mission is to ensure as many happy customers as possible. This area is always pretty during events because of the decorations they put up. Punished bird. Nah, it's just like a cherry blossom. So part of me wonders if that is like a little reference to Lobotomy Corporation, in a way. Like they're just, they're sneaking that in, you know? If I had any ability ever to lean into the whole boyfriend experience streamer, I do wonder how successful I would be at it. I don't think of myself as a very sexy person, but I think I kind of understand a little bit of like what Fujoshis look for in a streamer. I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't understand women. I'm like this goon right here. What's this Seneschal? How do I become a prince? I'm just dressed like one, buddy. I'm cosplaying. I don't know either. Oh, guess what, Rickubus? I was asking about Seneschals in Pearl Lane, and a merchant offered me an amazing bargain. He showed me a rare urn of incalculable worth, and even the heavily discounted price was far more coin than I could afford. Come to think of it, what do urns have to do with Seneschals anyways? Could it be that you're a little too trusting? Oh, I was wrong on the wrong track again. I could have sworn. I see. So a seneschal is someone who serves others. Someone who anticipates what needs to be done and prepare for those tasks in advance. In my case, then, I should be a seneschal who serves his fans? Like, in a way, being a VTuber and being an idol is about serving your fans. I do things very selfishly, though. I do a lot of things just kind of for me. That's why I'm not popular with the ladies, right? Yes, when I put it like that, it just feels right. I should be thinking of ways I can make the crowds happy. And that's exactly what I'll do. Now, if you could stick around a while longer, I'd appreciate some help in becoming the best seneschal I can be. You always hear about idol culture and how scary it is. When an idol interacts with someone who is the opposite sex, basically the fans go absolutely nuts and demand apologies and start sending death threats to, he talked to a woman, you kill her, everyone, like that kind of stuff. There's like there's women fans out there that are kind of like that, where they just get super clingy and crazy. It's kind of funny to think about because it doesn't feel like they're out there, but they are out there. They're kind of just like the shut-in guys, where we don't really go out much in the world either, and we kind of keep to ourselves. Yeah, I'm not like the same. I'm not like the same in any regard. I'm not gonna watch a VTuber and oh my god, she collabed with a male. I'm not that kind of person. I don't give a shit. I like VTubers, not for the idol aspect, but just for the video games and socializing aspects. Sometimes I wonder if I can even classify myself as a VTuber, because it doesn't feel like I'm really a real VTuber. God, everyone's so fashionable here, and I'm just like in my fucking Prince clown suit. A princely debut. Peacock ponders over an appropriate direction for his stage persona. Having a stage persona, like, I wish I had the capacity to do that, honestly. It could be fun if I could just... I don't know. I am to don the mantle of the Seneschal Prince, yet, while I've grasped a clear picture of the theme, I must needs think of how to best embody the manner. A Seneschal exists to serve, to ensure happiness and satisfaction, which, incidentally, is how this all began for me. Awkward camera placement, because when it changes up the sound from your left ear to your right ear and then back to your left ear. I once knew a girl years ago. She was my childhood friend, my cherished princess. But alas, she was born with a terrible ailment. She could not rise from bed, let alone leave the house, and thus I took it upon myself to bring the outside world to her. I acted out all sorts of tales, a hero's saga, a jester at court. If she wished to hear of it, if it would but make her smile, I would assume any role under the sky. One fateful day, I happened to see a songstress in town. She dazzled the audience, and the elated looks upon their faces. I had to rush back to my princess's bedside to share the experience. I sang and danced my heart out for my audience of one, a performance for her and her alone. Oh, how her eyes lit up. Her happiness was everything I ever wanted. It spurred me to practice day and night, and as I did, I began to feel I truly was a famous performer. Then, all too soon, did Thal call her to his somber halls. Yeah, Thal's the god of death, I think. Kind of like the underworld. Ever since I've dreamed of making a big name for myself as a singer. If I could perform upon some grand stage, then perhaps my voice would rise up and reach your ears once more. But this definitely took a little bit of a sad turn. That's why I auditioned for a role of the Seneschal Prince, and why I leapt for joy when I heard that I'd been chosen. Yet, even though I began all this for her, it has become every bit my own dream as well. I yearn to sing, as the songstress did, and stir the hearts of the crowd. Ahem. Thank you for listening, Rickubus. Talking to someone helps to put my thoughts in order. It's another thing I kind of like about streaming is, yeah, it does kind of like help you put your thoughts in order. I'm not like the best speaker. I ramble, I get sidetracked a lot, but it's kind of like nice to, when you have an audience, if they're talking with you, it kind of like helps you along and keep your mind on track a little bit, or off track. It's, I don't know. Otherwise, if it's just me, I'm gonna go mad all the time and not be sure if I'm entertaining or not. Right? Back at the task at hand, once I've settled on how many to best serve my audience, then I should have all the specifics Maribel needs to finish the costume. Let's head over to the Little Ladies' Day stage, shall we? With the better part of the preparations finished, it's likely begun to draw a crowd. The sight might inspire some ideas for my Seneschal's debut. The following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder. Good thing I'm not in any duty finder queues. The stagehand seems swamped with last-moment adjustments, and you can see the fans have already begun to gather. If I'm to decide how to act as a Seneschal Prince, then it's now or never. Let's see what clues the scene has to offer us. Yes, of course, if we're speaking of Seneschals, we should look no further than the Royal Seneschal himself. He's always here every single Little Ladies' Day event. He is like the main NPC that runs the show. Such as a courteous demeanor and so precise in his movements, now that I think on it, no matter the work we do together, he is nevertheless then thorough with his preparations. And I imagine he would be more than willing to help us implement any new plan we might propose. See there? A particularly eager Songbirds fan. Come early to ensure a front row experience, no doubt. Rather too early, in fact. My act is first on the program, so he'll be in for quite a long wait before his idols take the stage. Can we make him more comfortable, or should we bring him a bite to eat? Bring him a bite to eat! Yes, of course, he must be exhausted from standing there all this time. The least we can do is make him more comfortable for the duration of my performance. An employee of the Quicksand, did they not mention offering some exclusive menu over the course of Little Ladies' Day? I was curious about that myself. Knowing such a thing is only available during the festival makes it all the more tempting, doesn't it? I wonder if they'd be willing to bring out a light meal for the audience. Not only would it benefit the fans, but it would also be an excellent promotion for the Quicksand itself. I've been thinking, Rickubus, there's no rule which demands people must stand to cheer and enjoy a performance, is there? Let's get 'em chairs! Wow! Chairs! Why not have the Quicksand deliver some light refreshments? Little Ladies' Day themed, of course, and aim for a more relaxed experience. I mean, it's hardly a novel concept. One often orders a meal while taking in a play, or has a flagon in hand while the minstrel strums his lute in the tavern. We would simply encourage the same idea. We're gonna give them all a hot dog. It's gonna be like going to a movie theater and you just have that one random person that's eating a hot dog in the corner, and the entire theater stinks like a hot dog now that's been rolling for like 4 or 5 hours of the day. I'm like, why would you get a hot dog at a movie too? If you're gonna if you want to eat it immediately when the movie starts, you're gonna be done with the hot dog almost immediately. I guess I don't know, going to a movie for me is getting popcorn and having something to randomly munch on throughout the entire movie. So the concept of eating anything else, like a hot dog, I don't understand the appeal of a hot dog in a movie. But then again, maybe that's maybe it's too deep of a concept for a weirdo like me to understand. Why am I talking about hot dogs? Oh yeah, concessions. Naturally, I shall rouse the crowd with a song and dance, but this will help define the Seneschal side of my stage character. The act is finally coming together. As the Seneschal Prince, I shall both serve and entertain. Come, there's not a moment to lose. I must first consult with the Royal Seneschal and then hurry off to make my request to Mistress Melodies at the Quicksand. But I must also inform Maribel of my costuming decisions. There's no time. Shall I talk to her in your stead? You would do that for me? Thank you, Rickubus. I would be most grateful if you could explain the costume concept to Maribel for me. Maribel. You truly are my savior. I give you my word. The show will be a great success. Please do be sure to attend. I've done a little poking around on basket weaving forums. And I've seen people complain about this year's Little Ladies' Day being so male-centric. There's complaining about video games, and then there's complaining about video games. Two very different things. It may all sound like the same thing, but there's people that just want to complain about things to cherry pick, and there's people that want to complain about things that are legitimate reasons to be upset about something. And sometimes there's much more to criticize about Final Fantasy XIV than something like a little seasonal event having a different kind of story this year. Rickubus, darling, how fares our princely Seneschal? He wants to feed everyone hot dogs. So the show will feature a healthy dash of hospitality. Sounds fabulous. A singer with a Seneschal's poise and a prince's style. Yes, darling, I know exactly what this costume needs. Leave it to me. Please let the Royal Seneschal know that I'll have the outfit ready in time for the performance. I have my little Yotsuyu minion out. Toxic waifu. I forgot she was like there. I don't know if she like counts as my rarest minion. She's like, where did they give her out? Like an art book? Yeah, I think it was like it was the art book for the launch of Stormblood. I think? Or was it the second art book for Stormblood? Either or. I remember the soundtrack, the second half of it that they released for Stormblood, they gave us oh, there she is. The wind-up Tsukiyomi. Which these two are must-haves. Yotsuyu and Tsukiyomi. They're connected somehow. If you don't know how, fucking play the game, I guess. Spoilers. Thank you for lending a hand to young Picot. It is good to know the issue with his costume has been resolved. As I mentioned, the Seneschal Prince is to be the main new attraction for this year's Little Ladies' Day, and Picot himself is to give the show opening address. I cannot imagine how events might have unfolded without your assistance. You will stay and watch his performance, yes? Can't wait for him to get up on the stage and just awkwardly not sing anything and just do a repeated dance animation that everyone has. I've been standing for so long, my feet have fallen asleep, but at least the show is about to begin. It should be starting any moment now. The first act is the debut performance for a new singer, isn't it? The Seneschal, Prince? What would a prince of Senestals be like anyways? I have no idea what to expect. Is it gonna do the siren song? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Little Ladies' Day performance. Here's the outfit that we get. The headpiece being a microphone. What's more idle than that? I am Picot, the Seneschal Prince, and I shall be your guide to an ephemeral world of wonder. I imagine you are all wary from the weight. Stuff like this is why I can never do a stage thing myself. I would flub my lines so hard, I would get so nervous. I can't act for the life of me. Though it be but a trifle, we have taken the liberty of arranging for refreshments, a special festival menu prepared by our friends at the Quicksand. Peach-infused tea, accompanied by a selection of spring-inspired sweets. We invite you to enjoy these delights while you enjoy the show. That's for us? Thank the gods, I was so thirsty. Oh, that new menu has been on my mind all day. What a lovely gesture. Oh, this is based on a real holiday, just not the one I've heard. Yeah. They kind of do real holidays in Final Fantasy XIV, but they call it something very different because they didn't want the real world to tie in to Final Fantasy. So, you know, the events are always something. It's Christmas and it's Halloween, but it's not called by Christmas or Halloween. It has an entirely in-universe name to exist as a parallel to something that happens IRL, because, well, at least for the first many years of Final Fantasy XIV, they've been very strict on trying to maintain a kind of a kind of like contained universe that isn't corrupted by outside world elements or real world stuff. It's like you see like a human, and they aren't referred to as a human, but they are a human, but they have like an entirely different species name that they go by. It's weird, but it's also fascinating, and it's like a very strong dedication to world building and doing something that stands on its own that I kind of respect about it. Are they Humes in this too? Like what, called Midlanders or something? I actually forgot. That's embarrassing. I've been playing this. I don't know. I just see a human and I call it a human. I'm not really one to give you the rundown on Final Fantasy XIV lore. Anyways, let's continue with the quest. I am overjoyed to see you thus pleased. Should this repast meet with your approval, pray consider a visit to the Quicksand following the show. But with that said, I must ask that you keep all eyes on me without your full attention. I am wont to grow jealous. Ooh. All the girls are like, oh! Fair princesses, won't you step closer? I promise this shall be a princely performance to remember. Did they character swap the models to have a super bright blush Or is like that gonna be a possible emote that they give us eventually, where you can make your character really blush? Settle in, my dear audience, and enjoy the spectacle of the Seneschal Prince. Yep, there it is. He's just doing the siren song dance. Actually, not the siren. It's fuck. What's the name of that? It's like the songbird dance. He not only entertains with the song and dance, but also captures the crowd's hearts with warm hospitality. A wonderful display. You know, having my own house and being able to practice hospitality to guests would be really cool. Alas, I don't have friends, and I don't have my own house, so, that dream kinda probably never gonna happen. Oh, here's the songbirds. Not bad, not bad. It seems we have quite a show to follow. And the songbirds will deliver. We'll take the stage by storm and build this excitement to a raging crescendo. The song that they do is from Dragon Quest. It's called like the Siren Song. And if you've ever played Nanashi no Game, where the the DS, it uses that same song. So when I heard that in Final Fantasy XIV for the first time, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Are they making a Nanashi no Game reference? But no. I learned like, no, it's just a Dragon Quest song that like, I'll play it on the radio when I can. I think I have it on the radio. Rickubus, thank you for coming to my performance. It was all so magical to see such enjoyment upon each face in the crowd. Was an indescribable feeling. And did you see how they responded to the touches of hospitality? The Quicksand server even came over to thank me for how quickly word spread about their festival menu. What a stunning debut by the Seneschal Prince. You've already been swamped with demands to know when you will be performing next. In fact, I'm thinking of setting up an encore performance while the festival is still ongoing. Is that so? Well then, I shan't disappoint my fans. I wonder if my dear friend was watching me too, from Thal's distant halls. Oh wait, no, earlier I said like, oh yeah, she's in hell. No, she's in heaven, she's in heaven. Thal's the nice place to go, not the... Thal is hell. Whoopsies, I probably ruined that moment for anyone watching the VOD and no one watches these. Or who knows, maybe she's a bad girl. He's like, hell yeah. Hail Satan, I don't know. Thank you again for giving me this opportunity. For as long as I have the privilege of standing on that stage, I mean to spread every moment, delighting all who attend. I mean, he's spent his entire life basically being an actor, so he is like kind of cut out for this role after all. In school, I was more of a stage play person. Not too much, but I learned a little bit about stagecraft, and I wasn't one of the actors, but more so someone who kind of did the scenes and behind the scenes stuff, which I guess you could kind of see in my VTubing a little bit. Like I said, nothing too deep. I experimented around in school a lot, but never really found my proper calling. Always wanted to be an artist, and we all see how that works out in the end, so don't be an artist. Actually do something more valuable, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Or if you think art is valuable, I don't know. Do what makes you happy. I almost forgot. I had Maribel craft you a matching costume. I was not alone up there in front of the crowd. I felt you standing beside me, as you have been every step of the way. Given your part in all this, you are every bit a Seneschal Prince yourself, so please do me a favor. Or please do me an honor of accepting this gift. Tis the least I can offer for your patient assistance. Now I must be off to prepare for my next appearance. I too offer my sincerest gratitude for elevating our celebrations to ever greater heights. The Little Ladies' Day festivities have only just begun, but I suggest you go and enjoy them while they last. I always liked how one of the idols was a little Lalafell. Sadly, they should have them on the stage constantly singing. Nah, it's just back to normal, and there's just this fucking guy over here using the... I hate the the broom emote so much. It's so loud. You're trying to just idle somewhere and... Oh wait, here they are. Did they actually do the song? No, the song doesn't fade in. I guess that's like too much tech. Dude. Doo-doo-da-doo. Ah, man. They should have the actual songbird song play. The siren song. What dyes do I have? Oh, I have the dyes that I need, actually. We're gonna go put the outfit on. I have to go into the quicksand room to prepare that, though, to showcase it. This place looks so different with all the lighting updates. It used to be so dark and gloomy, but now it's like a lot more vibrant, and it's still a very cool colors place, but there's a little bit of warmth added to it, and a lot of reflective surfaces now, which I don't think were very reflective prior to the graphical update. You would never see all these details on Balmung, though, because 100 people would load in a single step, and this place is entirely covered by people. If you want to go watch a zoo happen, visit the quicksand on Balmung. This is where all the roleplay and all the ERP happens. Here. It's a really nice song. See how it dies? It's got 2 channels. How many of those dies do I own? Only one, so not a good idea to use that. No, I don't like the pants looking like that. Remove dye. I think I did the wrong one anyways. There we go. It just does the little loop around the belt. Actually, it's like, what, secondary belt? What the hell even is the purpose of that? It's like a strap. Then it does the entire back of the boots here. And then... they're kind of nice boots. Me without the horns doesn't look right. And it clips into my earring too. But maybe I could take the Cassie earring off. And where's the songbird? No, the bluebird. There we go. He's on the opposite ear. Oh, this little piece right here is what changed. I was like expecting the gem to be the part that changes, but no, it's like the little thing down here that changes. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Let's keep the horns. Hello, Emmerich Draws. Only the ladies were big and you were little. Wires. Yeah, that's how I feel every day of my life. Oh, I have my collar on still. Thinking emoji. There we go. Feels like an outfit that doesn't need a collar on it. I don't know, I just don't like how bare my neck looks sometimes, so I like to... They need to add more, like, nice-looking collar items to the game. Let me try and find a Nanashi no game version. Okay. This is a really good horror game for the DS. It is translated too, a fan translation though. We never got it in the West. But I recommend checking it out, or at least looking up a Let's Play of it. It's a very, very interesting little DS game. It was originally on basket weaving forums, and that's where I came across it. It's like basically The Ring, but with video games. So I was like, when I heard this in Final Fantasy XIV, I was like, wait a second, are they doing a deep cut? And no, it just turns out I'm not very cultured in Dragon Quest and Dragon Warrior games. I'm just when it comes to RPGs, do not trust my tastes in RPGs. I don't know shit about good JRPGs or Western RPGs. I'm more of an action game kind of person, and RPGs for me are more MMOs. I enjoy MMOs more because I don't know, I just like the accumulative effort that happens with MMOs, where it's like a social thing, and then it's just kind of a different reflection of you, and you exist in a world with a ton of other people. I hid my HUD. I really wanna play Nanashi no game for basically nameless game is what that translates into. The nameless game. I wanna play it for Halloween one year. I don't know many other people that know about that game. But it was funny, just someone on the basket weaving forums dropped a random link to it. I guess to drum up hype. Maybe it was the translator that did it, and they just like, hey guys, have you heard of this haunted game? Here's a... play it. And then I played it, I was like, holy shit, this is actually cool. And then I've had no one all these years to talk to it about. I like it a lot. And there was a sequel too. I'm not sure if the sequel got translated, but if it did, you damn well bet I'll play it. Fucking Rogged, get off the stage. You're ruining the vibe. Ugh. I don't have, like, any other... ass jump scare. Are you guys tired of this song yet? But yeah, that used to play on the stage for previous years. Oh shit, here he is, here he is. So it just rotates the NPCs out. Here you go. I really should just have a button for G-posing. We're a little unsynchronized, buddy. He's the red, I'm the turquoise. He's getting his wish. I'm on the stage with him, we're dancing, we prepared this event. I'm a true idol, I'm a true VTuber. Ugh. I have the sex appeal of a dead rat in a bucket. I don't have any. I don't have any. What other rewards? Peach confetti and cherry confetti. That's like available every year. This year it's just exclusively the outfit, which isn't a bad outfit. I actually like it a lot. It's a really interesting top to have because I like how it dies. I like how it has a singular little cape strand behind it. The headpiece is like basically the throwaway piece, but it fits the entire thing of like, oh, you're an idol on a stage. If you ever need like a little radio transmitter too, you could kind of work that in if you're doing a technology-based outfit. Pants, I never know how to feel about pants. Lalafell wearing pants, never really, you don't really see the detail too much. They get covered up. Unless it's a very high-rise looking shirt. Like everything tucked in. In which case, the pants for this outfit look good. And the boots. Yeah, I'm talking about, but I'm not really showing it off. I like how the boots die. How it's the backside. And like the area around the soles, and it's kind of nice. They did very well with this outfit. I like this outfit. It's not... It doesn't scream, hey everyone, I came from a holiday event and you're only going to be able to wear this during the holiday. It looks like you can make some very nice casual outfits, perhaps, with this. I like it. It's a good outfit. Whoa. You guys want to see a magic trick? You want me to melt my computer? I'll show you what I'm talking about with Balmung. My home of degeneracy. Back in the day, Baomeng was the place to be before World Visit and Data Center Visit was even a thing. The entire game was just a waiting line to get into the Baomeng server.
Sneed.
Here we got like I had performances muted because the developers are like, please don't record copyrighted songs or whatever, and then I just also hate being near a bard that whips out their stuff and they just start playing things, and I'm just trying to peacefully exist without a bunch of noise pollution. Oh yeah, when you're around giant crowds in this game, you hear crowd noises, which I don't like. See how bustling this place is? Like, a lot of other people too really like this outfit, because I always spy a bunch of people wearing it now. Is that like a host club cosplay? Everyone up here pretending to be an idol. They have one of these where you just sit down, take a photo with all your friends or your guild maybe, but I never see anyone do that anymore. The social aspect of this game is a little bit dead. Who is? It's probably my Final Fantasy XIV wife. We only married for the chocobo, that's about it, and the outfit. I'm still as single as ever. But yeah, here you go. It's like a Thursday too, so this place isn't as crowded. But come here during a weekend or a Friday night and you can... it is fucking packed. Everyone hangs out over in this corner. Christ. Get me out of here. I gotta get out of here. So this festival's... Oh, shit. Cool. I wonder if this only shows up if you do the Hildebrand quest. Or is this a low chance to happen? I know this little fella's from Final Fantasy VIII, but he is a part of the Hildebrand quest for Endwalker. Fuck, what's his name again? Oh, I got too many minions. But yeah, I got a toucan. Poo-poo. That's what he is. Poo-poo. I'm like, it sounds like his name sounds like poop. Yeah, poo-poo. Poo-poo. Feed and seed. Let's go back to my house. My beautiful homes. Wow, Rick, what a flex. You have 2 homes? Yeah, I got really lucky. The game was in such a dead period that I managed to get get a house here and then transfer over a FC house right across from it. Most people don't want these houses in Shirogane either, I guess, because you actually kind of do need a higher level to just naturally access this place. But I think if you're low level and you're friends with someone, you could just teleport to the ward anyways, but it's kind of got a little bit of a walled off garden appeal to it, where not everyone can attend it. People usually go for the Limsa, Olda, or Gridania houses because those are easier for roleplay events. And then a housing ward like this is more so for just tired old gamers such as myself. Haven't done anything new to decorate this place though. Still my little bare bones basement. What a long day of VTube. Did I leave the shower on? No. My beautiful bathroom. It used to be like everyone's dream and mine to have a house on Final Fantasy XIV. Then you get one, you're just like, I'm too fucking tired. I never want to decorate this shit. And then you see everyone just uses modding tools and glitching, and then your house looks like shit if you don't do those tactics. So I'm like, whatever. I don't need the fanciest house. I'm proud of how I decorated mine. That's cope. They've added so much furniture though since I last decorated this that I could. Oh, yeah, I forgot I did that with the Tsukiyomi fish tank. Damn, I can't get the camera up there just right. That was my experimenting with glitching housing items. Which I think that's okay to admit, because it is something that you don't require any modding tools to do. If you just know how to do it with housing, it's perfectly legal within the game to know how to like float items like that would naturally be on the ground. I shouldn't get in trouble for that, right? Anyways. This has been the Little Ladies Day Final Fantasy XIV event stream. Nearly 2 hours, so let's head on back to the living room. Not that we ever left the comfort of my living room. So another short little Final Fantasy XIV stream. I was just checking who was DMing me. Apparently someone who I've had on my friends list for a long time that they, I guess, left the game for a while and they recognize me and like, hey, it's him. It's like, hey, how you been doing? So I have to be like, oh, hey, hello, and catch up a little bit, I guess. It was a nice little Ladies' Day event. There wasn't really a whole lot of ladies, but it's a different perspective. It's always about the ladies, and of course it's a holiday about ladies, so it being about a guy this time is probably gonna make a few people upset, but it falls in line with the whole Seneschal and the princess thing, so I don't know. It had a sweet little story too. He had his princess who he just wanted to bring the outside world to her, and then he pursued all these acting things and just doing anything he could to make her happy. And then it ended up with him being a idol. And now he's performing for her in the heavens. So these little storylines could be sweet sometimes, and yeah, I don't know. It's boring to a lot of other people, I'm sure. But me, I do like little small self-contained stories, and I am the kind of person who does a lot of side quests in MMOs, because sometimes a side quest in an MMO has a lot of charm and is actually really good. I know in World of Warcraft, when I played that, everyone laugh and throw rotten tomatoes at me. There were, like, side quests were amazing in World of Warcraft. You got some really weird, funny ones. You got some really sad ones, and kind of like, these were things that were completely optional, and a lot of people skipped out on, because World of Warcraft progression, I don't know how it is now, but it was very much a game where everyone skipped the quest dialogue, and it was just a rush to get to the final levels, so quests had no reason or purpose of being done. But me, I always liked the extra lore. I always did side quests to just meet a bunch of weirdos and see what would happen, and it always felt really rewarding to see little side quests, so I guess that's why I really like the little holiday events. They're unique every year, and they're just little side stories, just a little bit of continuation from last year. You will... Oh gosh, the God Hand commercial on TV. This is the good one. This is a good one. What was I saying? Oh yeah, side quests are really nice. You get to experience a different story. In Final Fantasy XIV, each zone has at least, I want to say, 2 major side quest lines that tells an entirely unique story. And then there's a bunch of smaller quests that are just go collect 10 boar asses and you might be rewarded with a crumb of lore about something, if you care so much about lore. But yeah. We'll head out to the porch after this commercial finishes. And I had forgotten that this God Hand commercial existed until a few days ago. This is freshly added to the TV. I remember seeing it years ago, though. It awoken some primal memories in me. I really loved God Hand. Like, the moment that it was revealed, I was one of those people that I have to buy this game. And I do have God Hand. I own God Hand, and I could be proud of that. I played it before it was cool to play God Hand. Is it cool to play God Hand? Or does it still filter a lot of people? It probably still filters a lot of people. God Hand is an amazing game. It's a very great one, too. Maybe one day it will be ported to modern consoles. Who knows? I hope to God it's not a goddamn remaster, though. Holy shit. But no, Capcom would never do that. Capcom doesn't want to do... Oh my god, there's a little lady on TV. There's the little lady. Okay. Let me see who is online and who I could raid and send you guys towards. Not that I'd probably want to, though, honestly. Okay, yeah, I see someone I could raid today. A collab, even. So that feels like a nice place to direct you guys towards. One of my Final Fantasy XIV buddies is doing a collab. Which is, I'm pretty sure, why he wasn't able to pop in tonight. Because usually, without fail, my Final Fantasy XIV mutuals will at least drop by in most Final Fantasy XIV streams, provided my scheduling is not shit. But hey, I have no scheduling. My scheduling is shit. No one knows when I'm gonna fucking stream until, like, the minute that I post on Twitter. I'm kind of a shithead like that. I need to maybe, like, try and schedule streams and at least try and target a very specific time. Either 5 or 7 p.m. PST, usually when I stream. Anyways, it's a little bit on the quiet side, but thank you to anyone out there who lurked today, who listened to my brain rot. Hopefully I provided you some decent sleep aid so you could drift off into the dream world peacefully, like a true male idol would be able to do for his princesses. Okay. Maybe one day I'll actually try to unironically do a boyfriend experience stream. We will just have to wait and see if I have it in me to be attractive, and I need to like butler max for that. I need to well, I don't want to get into like milady fedora tipping territory with that. My idea of being a cool butler would probably just be very cringe. I don't know. Yeah, anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for lurking. If you're watching the VODs over on YouTube, if you're following any of my social media, thank you very much. I appreciate all the support. For the next stream, let me throw it up again. The next series of streams that I will do, I don't know how many there will be, but from my understanding, Dandy Dungeon has a ton of hours you could pour into it if you want to be a completionist, but I think it's probably best that I don't be a completionist, but it is a game that I've been wanting to play for a while. You're a fan of Moon RPG, Tulip, the Tingle games for the 3DS. No, they were DS games. They were DS, not 3DS. I kind of like blur, like Chibi Robo, Lack of Love. Just what else am I like? Rule of Rose. All the developers, UFO A Day in the Life, all the developers of all those games throughout the years have made a lot of charming stuff. And this is one of their more modern games, though it came out like, what, 5 years ago? Maybe. It was like originally an iOS game. But they were all ex-Square developers, Squaresoft developers that eventually left. They worked, some of them worked on Mario RPG. And you can see that in their DNA through all the games that they made afterwards when they branched off into different directions and different studios. And Love the Lick, which is now known as Onion Games, and Vanpool, and all the other small companies that they had, but like they've all just ended up at Onion Games now. I look forward to playing Dandy Dungeon. It looks like a fun little puzzle game. Looks like a very relaxing experience too. I'll probably get back to doing retro stuff eventually, hopefully. I feel like everything I've played recently has been very modern. But yeah. Anyways, let's get rid of this now. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for everything. Have a good night. Oyasumi. Farewell. Bye-bye. This is a Nappletail song, and it's just really, really nice. A very nice one to end off on. Anyways, yeah. Take care. See you next time. Farewell.